So we went 4 for 5 on 2 flex plays yesterday. We really got screwed by this Bajorno Gojo guy on tennis, 150 to 300. This play you can see lost as well as this one. Again, 5 pick flexes are mathematically optimal. You're never going to see me giving out 2 pick, 3 pickers because those are horrible on PrizePicks. We're always going to be placing 5 flex. But regardless, back to it today. I have a bunch of plays, so let's go ahead and let's get into it. There's a full slate of NBA as well as NHL. So the first pick I have is going to be right here. Jason Tatum over 28.5 points. So this is from what's called the Odds Jam screen. And really what this screen does is it really just, displays all the data in the market for a given market, right? So all the sportsbook odds and where they're setting the line. So here you can see another interesting example. Isaac Okoro, his line is 6 on PrizePicks. All of the sportsbooks are at 6.5. So it seems like PrizePicks is too low, right? Underdog, their direct competitor, PrizePicks' direct competitor, is also at 6.5. Right? So basically you use this. What's really cool about the screen is you can not only compare the odds on sportsbooks, so you can see the odds for bookmakers, but you can also see where they're setting the line in the first place. Because obviously betting Tatum over 27.5 points is a different bet and a way better bet than betting Tatum over 30.5 points. So what I ended up going with is Tatum over 28.5. Notice that Underdog, their direct competitor, is at 29, right? And then Pinnacle, sharpest bookmaker out there. So you may be like, that's not the Pinnacle logo, that's the Odds Jam logo. Well, you'll see the odds are always the same. Odds Jam column is just the same as Pinnacle. But anyways, let's go back here. So you can see lines are moving around, but regardless, let's focus on Tatum. Don't want to get scatterbrained. And then you can see FanDuel's a full point higher at 29.5, as well as Bet365, and then DraftKings. So then some sports books have the over 28.5 juiced, or they have the line at 29.5, right? And if we scroll down, you can see it's the same for Dame, right? His line is 33.5 on PrizePicks, 34 on Underdog. You can see Pinnacle ticking around right here. They ripped up to minus 153 just now. So they have the over now, the over 33.5 at minus 153. We're getting minus 119. I mean, we've gone through this math tons of times. You're always going to see me placing 5 flexes, but we're getting minus 119 odds, right? In a 5 flex. In Pinnacle, the sharpest bookmaker in the world, just ripped up to minus 153 on the over, and they have the under at plus 116. And then you can see FanDuel, BetRivers, DraftKings, they all have Dame's line a full point higher at 34.5. So PrizePicks is at 33.5, right? Then you have Underdog at 34, most sportsbooks at 34.5 points for Damian, right? So PrizePicks is too low. It's a market inefficiency. We found an edge. We want to take Dame's over. Right? And you can also see Pinnacle right here, minus 153, plus 116. So that was their market, minus 153 on Damian Lillard's over, plus 116. So this is the most important calculator on Odds Jam in sports betting, honestly in the financial world. As a quantitative trader, you really learn this stuff inside and out, and it's really what got me started in sports betting and really excited about it is you need to understand no vig odds, fair odds. What is the fair or true odds for a wager? And what you'll see is based on Pinnacle's market, the fact that they have the over juiced all the way to minus 153. Pinnacle is implying that the over is a lot more likely to hit, obviously, right? If lines are juiced towards the over is more likely to hit, right? This isn't intuitive at first, but sportsbooks imply win probabilities through their odds, right? Let's say Pinnacle had the over at minus 193 as opposed to minus 153. If they were juicing the over even more to minus 193, now the win probability for Lillard, right? For Lillard, over 33 half points would be 58.73. But we're getting, I think it was minus 153, so minus 153 plus 116. So you're going to see the win probability for this wager is 56.64%. So if we go to our little ROI calculator, 56.64%, if you're winning plays in a 5 flex 56.64% of the time, your ROI is going to be 16.6%. Pretty insane, right? But anyways, one thing I did want to mention, because I get some questions about it a lot, is like, oh, your ROI on PrizePicks this year is 12.64%, right? That's literally my ROI. And I'm up 8, 1, 4, 2, 3, 4 in profit. Some people are like, is this worth the time? You spend a lot of time sports betting. It's like, first of all, I spend maybe an hour a day looking at PrizePicks lines. I mean, I probably spend more time doing these videos than I spend actually, gambling on PrizePicks. But regardless, 81.4234 profit, This is from the verified bet tracker Pickett, 12.64% ROI. Okay, so now let's go back here. So what this means is this is my ROI, this is my profit, I've bet 64.4K on PrizePicks so far. And a lot of people are like, oh my gosh, that's so much money. Not really. There's been like 70 days this month. I'm betting less than $1,000 a day. You don't need a lot of money. So let's just say you're betting $200 a day on PrizePicks. So let's say your stake is $200 a day. Let's say our ROIs are the same, right? So your daily stake, so your daily volume, so this is how much you're betting daily. This is your ROI. So what that means is in a year, there's 365 days. So profit per year, so projected, profit per year is going to be this times 365 because this is daily. So that means if you're just betting $200 a day on PrizePicks, you should make 9.2K this year. And again, it's because of how fast returns scale in sports betting. What you have to remember is these games are today, right? These games are today. So let's just keep going through some of the bets I have. But regardless, what you're going to see is all of these games are today, these NHL and these NBA games. So when we talk about having a 1.55% return, that's an ROI today. That is an ROI today. And on PrizePicks, we're playing 5-pick flexes. So if the ROI of each of your legs is, say, 2%, in a 5 flex, it compounds, your ROI is going to be roughly 10%, which matches up with what you see here. But anyways, first play I'm with is Ingram. Over 25 half points. I'm on Matt's under 2.5 shots on goal. Literally just grabbing plays from the EV tool. We know, right? We're getting minus 119 odds in a 5 flex. So all I'm doing as a sharp bettor is I'm like a savvy investor. I'm like a day trader. I'm hunting through the market. I'm looking for value. And what the EV tool does is it literally is updating millions of odds from not only sportsbooks, but also, PrizePicks. So it's pulling in all these lines from sportsbooks, all these different lines, right? Updating millions of lines so you can compare the lines on PrizePicks because we know we're always getting minus 119 in a 5 flex to those on the books. So you can see here all the bookies, BetRivers has the under more favored, right? So BetRivers is saying, the under is more likely than DraftKings is, right? They have the under more juiced. But we're using all this data in the market to be like, okay, 1, 2, 3, these aren't sports books. This isn't a sports book either. This is a PrizePicks competitor. So long story short, we have Pinnacle, Resorts World, OddsJam, OddsJam is the Pinnacle column, but all these sports books are telling you, the under should be heavily favored, priced around minus 140 odds, right? Pinnacle, the sharpest bookmaker out there, they're pricing this at minus 141. We're getting a steep discount. We're found value getting minus 119 on PrizePicks. So the EV tool is super easy to use. I mean, literally just hitting the bet in bold with a circle around it. Ingram over, Garland over, Matt's under, Dame under, Mark Schafluffy under. So take a look. You're going to see a lot of plays here, so let's just start. And you're going to need to take screenshots because I don't want to dwell on it. But you're going to see, okay, play from the EV tool, play from the EV tool, right? Screen, right? So all these plays are just from the EV tool or from the screen. Here's play number 2, right? So this play I actually like a lot more because we're taking 2 Portland guards, right? We're taking Dame under and Thibault over in terms of rebounds. So if Dame goes under, Thibault is more likely to go over, right? They compete for rebounds. Damian Lillard and Thibault compete for rebounds. If Damian gets 20 rebounds or something crazy, probably Thibault isn't going over, right? So these things are positively correlated when you take an under and you take an over, right? They're on the same team. They compete for rebounds, so taking Lillard under and Thibault over is good for us. If Lillard goes under, it's more likely that Thibault gets more rebounds. Next play, take a screenshot, whatever. And then we have some more plays, right? So now you're going to start seeing Damian Lillard points, right? That was from the screen. EV tool. Then we have some more plays from the screen that I found. 3 right here, right? Then we had Tatum in. Boom. EV tool. Rest our screen. Then here we go, EV tool, right? We have Mark Schafluffy. So lower profit margin. But again, not everything's going to be the banger 1.55% profit margin. Or 5% profit margin. Sometimes you get insane plays on PrizePicks, which really helps build up the ROI. But regardless. So this play I love as well. Again, correlation, right? Correlation, correlation, correlation. Hero goes over. Jimmy Butler is more likely to go under, right? They compete for rebounds and assists. If Tyler Hero has 30 rebounds plus assists, Jimmy Butler probably took a lot of shots or he didn't play much, right? Like they compete for rebounds plus assists. And then here's my final play. So hopefully this was helpful. Let's make money.